Texas A&M University says President Bush will be laid to rest here later this week next to his beloved wife. But first, he will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol as the country pays its respects.
As the tributes pour in from around the world, this morning, George Herbert Walker Bush is being remembered not just as a statesman,
I, George Herbert Walker Bush,
but as a father. A source close to the family confirms his final words, "I love you too," spoken over a speakerphone to his son, President George W. Bush, who told his father he'd been a wonderful dad.
He would treat everybody in Houston the same, with the same amount of respect.
It was here in Texas that President Bush and Barbara, his late wife of 73 years, built their life together. On Monday, Air Force One will whisk his casket from Houston to Washington, where it will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol for mourners to pay their respects. His funeral is scheduled at the National Cathedral Wednesday. His body will then be flown back to Texas, where he'll be buried on the grounds of his Presidential Library and Museum in College Station.
I will remember him as a kind, wonderful person who did what he thought was best for our country.
Though he spent more than a half-century in public life, some of the most poignant tributes are coming from those who knew him in private. His granddaughter, our NBC colleague Jenna Bush Hager, said she cried when her precious Gampy told her that he looked forward to the afterlife because I'm going to be reunited with these people that I've lost. Among them, his beloved wife and the 3-year-old daughter they lost to leukemia. In the words of former President Clinton, for Mr. Bush, people always came before politics, patriotism before partisanship. That patriotism on display until the end. Last month came the final public act of the 41st President of the United States. He voted.
President Bush, obviously beloved here in Texas. The city of Houston is planning a celebration of life for Monday, and last night, a touching tribute from the Houston Symphony Orchestra. President Bush, obviously known for his colorful socks, well, last night, members of the orchestra wore their own versions to remember a life well lived. Willie.
Gabe Gutierrez in College Station, Texas. Gabe, thanks so much.